So good morning, everyone. My name is Chris-Beth Cowie. I'm the founder of Empowered for X and the host of BizGrams. Today's episode is a very special one. As you know, we bring on dynamic entrepreneurs to tell their story about what they're doing to make a positive difference for their clients and even beyond that. Also, today's episode is sponsored by Alokia, which is an ethical jewelry design company. And the pieces that I'm wearing, so the necklace as well as the wristband, is made by women across the world, marginalized women who are working to make a positive difference in the lives of their family, and we get to promote them today. So thank you so much from the team from Alokia for being here with us. And Christina, over to you. Tell us, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Awesome.
I've had about 2 deep work sessions so far, so very happy with the amount of work I've gotten done today, especially since I have about 3 pretty interesting projects right now. So it's been an intense week, just focusing a lot of deep work sessions, and I feel great today.
So, Christina, I was also curious in terms of, this approach that you're taking to support social enterprise type of clients, really looking at companies or organizations that are looking at affecting people positively, the environment potentially as well, and, driving traffic. For a design company, what are some of the key metrics that you encourage people to be mindful of as they're building out their web presence?
So the first thing I always ask our clients when they book a call with us is, why are you building your website? You have to know your why and then include that into the foundation of your online presence across the board, which is your website. I always encourage clients to have a website on a platform that they own, because censorship is a very real problem and is something that will affect us in the next coming years. As such, I always encourage clients to, number one, pick a platform that they wholly own, which is why we only build on WordPress here at Noya Design. And secondly, I always ask clients, why are you building your website, or why are you redesigning your website? And then from there, we take that and help them go on a journey to be able to establish their digital real estate, which is their website.
Hey, that is awesome and really powerful. I think that ownership of your digital real estate is key and fundamental, and it's really empowering to hear that you do and encourage that among your clients. One thing that I know that you're really passionate about talking about is 6 ways you are fudging your website content. So talk to us a little bit more about what is that all about?
Yeah, so a lot of people come to us and they say, hey, I want to do SEOs. I need SEOs for my website. First and foremost is SEO, search engine optimization. And it is something that has really helped build our business from day one. Still that I learned very, very early on in my career as a freelancer, but it's something that has consistently brought Noya Design leads over the years. Even to this day, we have some portfolio pieces that still bring us clients, even in industries that we no longer work in. So I always try to educate people, especially when having episodes such as this, going on podcasts, talks, and training people on how they can take their search engine optimization into their own hands, even to get started. So today I'm going to share with everybody 3 ways you can do that. And if you'd like the full 6 ways, you can go to my website, ChristinaGwira.com, sign up for my email list, and you'll get all 6 ways. But the thing with search engine optimization that a lot of people are not familiar with is the fact that it doesn't just stay on your website. You can use SEO on YouTube. I have several of my own personal YouTube videos go viral, not because they were greatly edited, not because I'm beautiful, but simply because of search engine optimization. And Instagram has most recently brought out certain tools and tricks and tips that you can use SEO on to greatly impact your posts when you're posting them on your feed. So search engine optimization is something that if you have any form of online presence, you should educate yourself on And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I would like to say the very first thing you need to consider when you're writing any form of content online, that could be a blog post, that can be an Instagram post, your next YouTube video, make sure you have your topic, aka your keyword selected. I'll give a very brief example. If you are, let's say, a jewelry designer and you want to maybe sell a certain type of jewelry, you really want to research how and what are people searching for so that they can land on your particular product page. This is called keyword research, and it's something that you should do for every piece of content you're going to put out on the web. Again, it could be an Instagram post, it can be a blog post, it could be a page on your website, a YouTube video. Do keyword research first to know exactly what topic you're going to talk about, and then find out what keyword or keyword phrase people will be using to search for that particular piece of content you're going to create. So that's the very, very first thing you need to do. You need to choose and research your keyword. Now, Google doesn't really use or look at keywords too strongly anymore, but what they want to see is they want to see keyword phrases. In the past, keywords were simply a simple word. For example, car, Toyota, jewelry. It is impossible nowadays to rank for a single word. So you have to come up with a long tail keyword, essentially a phrase such as black cars in Brampton, or gold plated jewelry, or Toronto vlogger in Brampton, as an example, and create content that matches this keyword phrase or this long tail keyword. That's what you need to start doing for all of your content. So bear that in mind before you create something, before you put a post out there. What is the topic or the keyword phrase I'm writing about? So that's the first thing you need to do. So the second thing you want to make sure you're doing is make sure you have an adequate amount of content wherever you're posting. I'll give a great example. Blog posts. So you have your new website, it looks great, it's functioning well, but you want to add a blog to it. That sounds great. I love that for you. What you need to make sure you're doing is for your blog post, you want to make sure you're writing long enough content. Now, the reason for that is Google, it doesn't care about keywords anymore. What they care about is the content. So you need to make sure that topic you researched, step number one, those keyword phrases you've researched, that you want to make sure that they are showing up humanly in any of the content you're creating. And that also goes for Facebook posts, that goes for Instagram posts, that goes for your tweets, etc. So you want to make sure that you have more than enough content for number one, humans like me and you to be able to read and understand. But number two, you want to be able to give your keywords enough space to breathe among your content. Back in the day, a very black hat trick that people used to use with their SEO was they used to put their keyword maybe 100 times in their content. But the fact of the matter is, when people read the content, it didn't make much sense. So you want to make sure you have enough content on your pages, on your posts, to be able to have your keyword appear there flawlessly, and to be able to make sure that humans, when they read your content, it makes sense. What I always advise is have about 500 words in any blog post you're putting out there. So if you're putting out a blog post next week, make sure you have at least 500 words, and make sure that for every 500 words that your keyword phrase appears 1% of the time. So the last and final thing you can do to optimize your content for search engine optimization is by optimizing your images. This is specifically something for websites. So if you have a website right now, this is a very simple thing you can start doing right now to help you with your website content. And that is by making sure you properly compress and optimize your images. So here's another website for you. I really hope you guys can put this into the description for these videos. So the website I'm going to give you is called tinyurl or tinypng.com. So tinypng.com is the website you must start using if you have a website today. The reason for that is that website allows you to compress, that means make smaller, the images on your website. Now, why is this important? A main reason why websites run slow and therefore have lower rankings on Google because they have these humongous, massive images that are weighing down your website. By running your images through tinypng.com, you are compressing those images, making them smaller, therefore making your website faster, and therefore being able to have higher rankings on search engines. A second tip for images is to make sure that you are using your names for your images properly. A very simple thing you can do is start by renaming your images to be your keywords. This means your keywords will show up more times on Google because they're now showing up in Google search, and they're also showing up in Google image search, meaning you're doubling the amount of traffic you're getting to your website. So those are 3 tips I want to share with you guys today surrounding content and how you can optimize it, whether it's for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or your website. Take these 3 tips, and if you want to get the other 3, make sure you go to my website, ChristinaGwira.com, sign up for my email list, and you will get that tutorial and that PDF with all 6 of the tips.
This has been a privilege, as I mentioned, and I have loved every single moment. I am sending you out with lots of love. I always give love and positivity for today and beyond. And to the viewers, thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow, we'll definitely have another dynamic entrepreneur with us and to learn about their story as well. Christina, you are doing amazing stuff. Keep serving and making a positive difference. Thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye for now, everyone.